A Lancaster woman is facing over a dozen animal cruelty charges tied to bird fighting, and now she's breaking her silence and claiming her innocence.
But the Pennsylvania SPCA says the opposite and is now suing her for more than $20,000. Thanks for being here at 5:30. I'm Joel D. Smith.
And I'm Jasmine Brooks. CBS 21's Kennedy Miller has this exclusive interview you'll only see here.
It's still, I can't process it. Like, they took 22 perfectly healthy birds, and they know they were. I just had them wormed and dusted 2 weeks before they came.
Lancaster County resident Kelly Cole says the past year has felt like an uphill battle after police accused her of taking part in bird fighting and animal neglect of 22 roosters and a hen. Officials say some of the roosters they found had no access to water.
The plumber told him the reason I hadn't watered, our well had run dry, and that he was replacing a pump to bring up more water, and he told him it would be about an hour.
Police also reported that the roosters had not received proper veterinary care, and their comb and wattles were removed.
The picture that made the front of the gray chicken, this was just it's unedited, I have it date time stamped on my phone 2 weeks before. This is the same rooster. Again, if you know anything about chickens, that's a healthy chicken.
Documentation reported findings of a substance called Rooster Booster wound spray and paraphernalia police say is linked to animal fighting.
Just so that people, my community knows that I am not a monster, the paraphernalia they found at my house was things I purchased at Tractor Supply. We joke around, we call it Gatorade for chickens. It's just nutrients.
The report goes on to include some roosters were housed in their waste, with others tethered to barrels and electrical poles. One hen was even described to police as emaciated, with head swelling and wounds around the neck.
This is what they called the telephone pole. This is a fence post. My husband was building a fence. And roosters fly and they like to perch. I would never tie anything to a telephone pole.
Police then found roosters and hens in pens that they say are consistent with breeding practices associated with animal fighting.
With these breeds of birds, you have to separate them. You cannot let them all run around. It wasn't set up for anything illegal.
Now, Cole did admit that her father and grandfather had a history of using roosters to participate in animal fighting. However, when her father passed and she became the owner, she says she did not continue that tradition. Cole has also said she and her neighbors have gotten death threats. In the studio, Kennedy Miller, CBS 21 News.